life. Jojo Diaz is so up for it, trying to become a three-weight world champion. And this is what we need, you know, and look, I don't want to look past Jojo Diaz, but George Kambosos against Devin Haney, you know, that's the fight. That's the fight to find out the true undisputed champion. And if Devin can do the business this weekend, that's a fight we'd love to make.
Now, what do you make of just these last couple of days, Lou DiBella? He's been doing some interviews, and he stated today, most recently, yesterday, he said he wanted to fight Gervonta Tank Davis for Kambosos. Then he's looking at Richard Commey, Vasyl Lomachenko as a possible option. And then today, he said that Devin Haney essentially is an email champion. So what do you make of that?
I think at the end of the day, you know, it's going to be down to George Kambosos who he fights next. We've got a good relationship with Lou. I'm sure Lou will look at all options for George Kambosos, but I feel that, you know, this is the natural fight to make because there'll always be the question mark about undisputed. The other governing bodies don't recognise the franchise champion as a world champion that can unify and be undisputed. I've always said Teofimo should have been undisputed, but the reality is, the fact is, he wasn't. So, but look, this is a question for Sunday because this is such a tough fight on Saturday. Let's see it unfold. But if he's victorious, hopefully Lou DiBella, George Kambosos, and their team can move forward with the Devin Haney fight.
Those are the words of Eddie Hearn. Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV for conducting the interview with Eddie Hearn. And as we heard Eddie, they are willing to outbid Gervonta Tank Davis, but they cannot overlook Jojo Diaz because, of course, he could be a banana peel because he's that last person in way of true progress in the light weight division. Okay, because Devin Haney is the WBC champion. Okay, like Eddie Hearn said, if you didn't hear him say that, let me reiterate. Other sanctioning bodies do not look at the franchise status belt or franchise belt as a legitimate title. The legitimate title belongs to Devin Haney. I want people to understand that. Okay? The franchise title or status was created by Mauricio Suleiman to sell or to create more streams of revenue, to create, by doing so, getting more sanctioning fees from fighters. So how do you get more sanctioning fees? You create more opportunities for the fighters to pay sanctioning fees. That's what that's all about. That's all that ever was. Okay. Canelo started, then Lomachenko second. All right. Canelo took it at 160, which made Jermall Charlo the 160-pound regular champion. And then, of course, Lomachenko received it at lightweight. And then he was able, surprisingly, to lose it to Teofimo Lopez. But nonetheless, both guys are champions. And I think the best route would be for Lou DiBella with George Kambosos to continue that DAZN platform because that's where he beat Teofimo at. Okay. And I think that would be easier. But the news that we are aware of with concerning Gervonta Tank Davis, which is a totally different video. However, he doesn't even want the belts, you know, and go figure, a man coming from very little words when it comes to his own career, he's able to say that shit. So that's strange. You conveniently able to say what you don't want versus what people want you to do, and you have no answer for it, but you have this answer right away. I find that very strange. But that being said, people, that means that avenue is closed like I thought it would be anyway, because there's no way that a fighter of Gervonta Tank Davis's quote unquote reputation will be allowed to go in there and fight someone like a banana peel like George Kambosos. Okay. It's one of those deals. All right. So I think they're taking it easy. The easy road with Gervonta Tank Davis, a typical PBC Al Heyman tactic, okay, to keep him fighting, keep him earning, keep the perception of him being the cash cow in the air. And that's what they're doing with that fighter. Meanwhile, George Kambosos needs to continue his career. So does Devin Haney. Okay. Lou DiBella promotes George Kambosos. Okay. Eddie Hearn promotes Devin Haney. So I think those guys could get together. Of course, there's that other avenue on Golden Boy's side, but also on the DAZN card. So either way, I think DAZN is the best way. Now, him talking about the email champion, I don't know what that's about, because if it's that less significant, fight that guy and take that less significant belt. Counterpunch. Okay, so I think at the end of the day, that should be the fight that people need to see, and it should happen. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Eddie Hearn's comments towards outbidding Gervonta Tank Davis and company. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.